Hello and welcome back to Awakening to Your Story TV, the place to learn, get inspired, and be supported with heart-centered solutions for your everyday problems. I'm your host, author, emotional heart expert, and heart enthusiast, Alicia Hartzell. Today we're going to talk about when your worth is tied up in things like a paycheck, your body, or a particular outcome. Our question goes like this. Dear Alicia, I've been trying to figure out why I feel so small all the time. I think it has to do with not feeling like I have value because I don't bring home a paycheck. My husband would never put that on me, but if I'm honest, it's how I feel. How do I stop feeling inconsequential and invaluable because I don't bring home a paycheck? Signed, wanting to know my worth. First, let me start by honoring the seeker's nature within you. That curiousness that set your seeker into motion is very powerful. And activating it when challenging situations come up for you, it's a big deal because it sets you on a path of discovery. I think the best place to start is by understanding what those thoughts that you're thinking and feeling, what they really mean. By saying I must feel, be, have, or act a particular way to be valuable or consequential, you're putting conditions on your worth. So let's look at your example. When your worth is dependent on bringing home a paycheck, that dependency is a condition on your worth. Anytime you make your worth dependent on an external factor, you are setting yourself on a fear-driven thought process that is out of alignment with the divine source energy within you. Now, those conditions can be positive or negative, but they are still conditions that keep you separated from your truth. Let's look at the other side of the pendulum just so we can see the bigger picture. What if you really prided yourself on how much money you brought home? You put all your value and worth into this external part of your life. It really feels good in the moment, but what if that external factor changes? What then? Any condition you place on your worthiness inevitably hands over your power to that condition. Now, thank God for the truth. Your divine essential truth is this never-changing North Star to your humanity. Your worth and value are not conditional on anything, and your worthiness is fundamental to you. It is one of those divine threads of truth that was woven right into your humanity by your divinity. When you're out of alignment with these truths, you feel that inner resistance. That resistant feeling that set the seeker in you into motion is doing its job. It is indicating to you that you are out of alignment and that something is off track. Your truth is always going to lead you back into that place of alignment, and those indicators are designed to help you get there. Another valuable thing to note is that if you are out of alignment with your truth, you are holding conditions on your worthiness. It doesn't matter how many people may tell you that you may have worth or value, you won't be able to hear it or feel it for yourself until you release the conditions. So let's get to the part where we release the conditions, okay? Finding your way back to your essential truth, your fundamental worthiness, and your unequivocal value is a journey. It is a journey you take one thought at a time. Now, there are endless ways to do this and endless tools to use along the way. All of them are valuable, and it's a matter of what feels good to you and helps you in any given moment. My go-to when it comes to conditions is to look for that inner seeker and have it set out on a mission and find any limiting beliefs that may be working against you in the background. If you're holding a condition on something like your worth, there is absolutely a limiting belief working against your truth and playing out in your thoughts. These are usually beliefs you have picked up from other people or are from experiences that you've had along your life. Now, a belief is just a thought you think over and over again. If a person who is suffering has handed you a thought, it embodies their suffering. If you pick up a thought during a challenging situation, it holds that challenge. Now, you've picked up hundreds of these limiting beliefs along the way. They hide in your thoughts and they direct your life. But the great news is that your inner truth is always going to work to get your attention. That feeling of being small that you felt, it doesn't feel good. It felt off. And that's why you paid attention to it. That off feeling was a byproduct of a limiting belief working in the background in contradiction to your essential truth. There's usually an origin story where you picked up these limiting beliefs and adopted them as your own. Now, the language your inner seeker and curiosity finds about the present moment will help you illustrate that origin story. In your case, you are looking to find where and who put conditions on your worth when it comes to money. You used words like small and inconsequential. These are the kind of words that illustrate the feelings that are part of that origin story. Now, keep in mind, this is just one of the conditions that you're working to pull off of your worthiness. There may be others hidden in there too, and they will come down as you find them. Just keep holding that seeker's curiosity and work on them as they come up. As you look to find that origin story, ask yourself these questions, and then let that curiosity come at it from every direction possible. When was the first time I felt these feelings? When was the first time I felt like my worth was tied to money? When was the first time I felt small or inconsequential? When do I remember feeling valued because of money or a paycheck? Did someone in my life get praised for the money that they brought in, while maybe I was not? Now, we dig into this very kind of work in the Awakening to Your Story book and the Awakening to Your Story Starter Kit. Both walk you through step-by-step parts of the process so that you can understand this origin story and how it works. So if you need more help in that area, check out those two resources on the website. Now, when you find that origin story, you get to use it to remove the conditions that someone else put on your worthiness. Heal the moments that you picked up with limiting beliefs and repattern them right back to your truth that's aligned with that energy of source that's within you. As you repattern those thoughts, you build a new belief of your worthiness, and you get to start reaching for thoughts like, I am worthy no matter what. My worthiness is fundamental to me and is not tied to any condition of my humanity or anyone else's humanity. I do not have to work for my value and my worth. I have it just by being me. No one else can determine my worth or value because that comes from within. My divinity wove my worthiness right into my humanity, and I cannot do anything to separate myself from it. The worthiness of me, the worthiness of me, the worthiness of me. It's like a song to your soul, and hopefully a new mantra. Each thought helps fortify your belief of your worthiness as you keep incrementally reaching for those thoughts of your worth that feel better. You are more aligned with your truth, and you will find that it's harder to listen to those lies of the limiting beliefs in your head. The more you focus on your divine worthiness and essential truth, the harder it'll be for yourself to feel small and inconsequential. Now, no matter how you choose to start taking conditions off of your worthiness, I want to champion you along the way. Keep listening to that inner voice of curiosity. It's leading you back into that alignment. Keep seeking and knowing that your answers will come to you as you are ready for them. And know that I am holding a place of love for you where your truth and worth, well, they're undeniable and condition-free. For more support, information, and inspiration, join me at awakeningtoyourstory.com.